My name is Min. After my grandfather passed, I moved into his old farm to get away from everything. The place was quiet, too quiet. Just wind, empty fields, and the barn that hadn't been opened in years. One afternoon I went inside to clean. The air smelled like old hay and dust. A single beam of light cut through the broken roof and lit up the floorboards. In the darkest corner, buried under rotten straw, I found a small wooden crate. No lock, just an old lid. Inside were 5 large eggs. They weren't cold like eggs left for years. They were warm, unnaturally warm. I didn't think much of it. Maybe wild chickens. Maybe someone forgot them. I carried the crate to a cleaner part of the barn, laid down fresh straw, and set up the old heat lamp my grandfather used to use. The warm yellow light shone straight down on the eggs like a spotlight. For 6 days, nothing happened. I almost forgot about them. Then, on the 7th night, I heard it. A soft tapping. Crack, crack, coming from the barn. I grabbed a flashlight and ran outside. It was raining lightly. Cold wind. I opened the barn door and pointed the light at the crate. One egg was splitting open. A tiny orange beak pushed through. Then a wet yellow chick tumbled out, shaking. Another egg cracked. Then another. 4 chicks in total. They made soft, weak, cheep sounds. I knelt down in front of the crate without even realizing it. My heart was pounding. I smiled before I could stop myself. "They're hatching," I whispered. I carefully peeled away the sticky shell pieces and helped them out. They stood up on shaky legs, downy feathers fluffing up under the lamplight. Their black eyes stared straight at me. I named them right there. The first one, bright yellow, I called Gold. The fluffy one became Cotton. The smallest one, Little. And the roundest one, I called him Muffin. That was the first rule I broke. Long pause. For the next few days I was happier than I'd been in months. I cleaned the barn, brought fresh water and feed, and talked to them like they could understand me. They grew fast, too fast. By the 3rd day they were already running around my feet, jumping onto my lap when I sat down, gently pecking at my fingers like they were saying hello. I felt like a father. Then I found the note. It was under the bottom of the crate, yellowed and curled. The handwriting was shaky, written in old black ink. My grandfather's handwriting. The rules. Do not name them. Do not feed them after the sun goes down. Do not let them see their own reflection. If they start whispering your name, run. Do not look back. I felt cold all over. I had already named them. That night the whispering started. Not from outside. From inside my own head. Min. Min. Soft. Childlike. But wrong. I went to the barn with the flashlight. The 4 chicks were standing in a perfect circle on the wooden floor. They weren't cheeping. They were just staring at me. Their eyes didn't blink. I said their names out loud. They didn't react. But when I turned my back to leave, I heard footsteps behind me. Not little chick steps. Proper walking steps. Like a person. Pause. The next morning I found a dead mouse in the corner of the barn. Its stomach had been cut open and the organs arranged in a perfect spiral. A few yellow feathers were stuck to the blood. I decided to let them go. I opened the barn door wide and stepped back. They didn't run outside. They just stood there, looking at me. And inside my head, clear as day, I heard 4 small voices say together, "You can't leave us, Daddy." I dropped the door latch. My hands were shaking. After that, my body started failing. Couldn't sleep. Food tasted like nothing. My skin turned pale and my hands trembled. But whenever I sat with the chicks, I felt calm, peaceful, like they were giving me something, and taking something else in return. One night I dreamed I was still in the barn. The chicks had grown huge, almost the size of turkeys, with dark gray feathers and wings that didn't work. They stood in a circle around me and whispered my name over and over. I felt happy in the dream. Too happy. When I woke up, I was lying on the barn floor. All 4 chicks were sleeping on my chest. Their feathers were matted with dried blood. I knew what I had to do. I took the gasoline can from the shed and poured it around the barn. I was going to burn everything. End it. But the second I struck the match, I heard screaming. Not chick sounds. Children's voices. Terrified. Crying. Daddy, it hurts. Daddy, save us. I ran into the fire without thinking. I grabbed them. I held them tight against my chest and ran back outside as the barn went up in flames. When the smoke cleared and I looked down, I wasn't holding chicks anymore. I was holding 4 small children. 5 years old. Pale skin. Big round eyes. They were smiling. You saved us, Daddy, the one in front said softly. Now we can stay together forever. Long pause. The neighbors say they still see me in the ruins of the barn every day, talking to myself, laughing at nothing, smiling at empty space. And if you look closely at the shadows behind me, you'll see 4 small figures standing there, watching, waiting. I broke the rules. Now they have a father, and they're never letting me go. Rain fades. Soft chick cheeps slowly morph into layered whispers saying min, min, then silence.